So before we start our Etsy shop, I want you to start thinking about what you want your Etsy shop name to be. For most of my clients, I tell them to think very broad. Think Target. This is a generic company name that can sell a variety of items. One note to remember, you can only change your Etsy shop name once, and you have to make a special request. So really get this right the first time, because this Etsy shop name could be used for your domain eventually. It will be used for all your social media handles. So this is a very important element, because your Etsy shop name is the first thing that will be crawled by Google and other search engines. So unless you're doing an abstract brand name, I highly suggest inserting a highly searched keyword into that brand name. So for example, if you're selling custom baby outfits and you're only planning to expand in the baby category, I would include the keyword baby into your Etsy shop name. I'll go into further detail on how to use Google's free keyword tool planner in the next video, and you can use this to find high quality keywords that are searched often on Google, and you can start to create ideas for possible Etsy shop names. One note to remember, while you're in Keyword Planner, also start thinking about your product titles and product descriptions. Within those, you're going to require more keywords later on, so keep that in mind as you watch the Keyword Tool Planner video. So a lot of my clients get caught up on the possible big expense of a business entity or setting up a company. Now, if you have the money and you're really concerned with the legal entity for tax purposes, great, start an LLC. But if you're just testing the waters with Etsy, there's a lot easier ways and much cheaper ways to get started. So first, register that business name or your Etsy shop name as a DBA, a doing business as company. With a DBA, you can go to the IRS.gov site and register for an EIN or an employer identification number. Now again, this isn't required by Etsy. Etsy allows you to just upload your name and your social security number. This is for tax purposes if you make over $600. But if you want to be tax separate, which is easier for records and banking and in case of an audit, I like to set up a DBA and link it with an EIN. So therefore I'm going to have two separate tax entities at the end of the year. So personally, I use LegalZoom.com for all of my DBAs. It's really cheap, straightforward, and they take care of all the publishing required. So once you have that DBA set up, then you can sign up for your free EIN number via that IRS.gov site. So to go in a little more detail on the EIN is requested by some shipping companies if you're going to be purchasing items from abroad or even within the United States. They want to know they're selling to a legitimate business, not just an individual with a social security number. If you have that DBA and EIN, you instantly have clout and are recognized as a business. So like I mentioned, Etsy doesn't require an EIN, but again, it's very simple for tax purposes if you do this. But if you're just getting started and want to test the waters with Etsy, great. Just enter your name and your social security number.